Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Terraria, the melee only challenge. I'm currently fighting a Crimson Mimic that I found. Um, well, he's gonna sit in lava for right now. Let's heal. I found a Crimson Mimic, and this is good because I can hopefully get the items I wanted last episode. And we got the life drain, which is a magic weapon. Unfortunate. Anyways, I was just down here gathering up some souls, and yeah, there was a mimic respawn, so it was like, all right, let's bring you guys back in, or I guess let's bring you guys in to begin with, so that we can maybe get some good items. So you might notice that the underworld's a little bit more difficult. We have these red devils now, who are decently strong. There is also, what are these called? Lava bats. We have some new enemies that we have to deal with, and they hurt. And that's because last episode we defeated the Destroyer of Worlds, our first mechanical boss. We have this new shiny new sword, the Excalibur. We have these light discs, which are really cool, boomerang type weapons, and basically, yeah, today the plan is Skeletron Prime, if we can manage that. Now there is a couple things that we might want to kind of get a hold of before we do anything too major, but wow, these guys are being very stingy with the souls. I just came down here to try to get some Souls of Night, because we need a few of those to summon in Skeletron Prime. But the other thing that I was trying to work on is we have a new NPC, the Steampunker. And she is incredibly important because, well, last episode we saw that some of our houses kind of got taken over by the Crimson, and, well, she's going to allow us to fix that very easily. So that's going to be the first thing we do. It is going to cost a lot of money though, so I don't know if I have enough. Let's find out. So we do not. Alright, let's stack some items. We're going to need to put this away. Let's see, mob drops. We can put that in there. And we're going to need some things. We're going to need some iron, or iron equivalent, which I believe is lead. And I think that's what we need so that we can make... You know, it'd help if I didn't do that. So we can make a mechanical skull. We can actually make two. We're just going to make one for right now. And then we'll make more later, if need be. So Skeletron Prime is the next boss we're going to go after. He's going to be very difficult, but yeah, I made a couple new houses. The Steampunker decided to stay all the way up top, which is kind of annoying. And let's see how bad. So what she has for us, what is her name? Zelda. Interesting name. She has a couple things for us. A jetpack. Jetpacks are really cool, but the Clementator is what we want, and oh boy is she not happy with her living conditions. That's almost 3 platinum. It's typically 2. So I might move her somewhere else just to make that nicer. But something else that I would like to do is we're going to go buy, rather, something from our friend, the Witch Doctor. So I want an imbuing station, and we're gonna head on back here, and we're gonna place that down because this will allow us to make flasks. Now, how do we make flasks? I don't actually know. I think we need, let's see, I think we need to have the water bottles, and Those are in here. But I don't know for sure. Oh my gosh. What we need to do with this. So, I've never really done the imbuing stuff. Blood water. Yeah, I don't think we want those. Greater healing potions. We can make those, but we do have those. Flasks. There we go. Flask of fire. So, Hellstone, Venom, Poison, Ichor is what I think I want. So just 2 Ichor. Cursed Flames is also something that might be good, but I don't think we have access to that potentially at all, because I do believe Cursed Flames is a corruption exclusive. But we can make a couple of flasks of Ichor, and those will be pretty good against bosses, potentially. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put these away. Let's grab some food. I could also make some food. But eggnog. Let's go ahead and make some food. Do I have a cooking pot? I do not believe I do. So I believe we need just some iron. Let's see. Cooking pot. Perfect. We'll put that... I guess we'll put that down here. And then we should be able to make some cooked fish. Not a bad food source. Not a great one either, but not a bad one. Alright, so let's put some stuff away. And do we want to just go for it? Skeletron Prime? Maybe. I mean, I would like to go to my little arena. Or do we want to set up a better one? I mean, we do have spawn area is nice and flat. And we will need a decent arena eventually. So, I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to spend a day. One, I'm going to look into how to make the steampunker a little bit more happy. So that she sells me the Clementator for a little bit cheaper. And you know what? Let's get some money. What are some bosses that we can summon? I mean, we could fight the Wall of Flesh. That, I think, is actually a good idea. Let's fight the Wall of Flesh. This should be a lot easier. And a lot quicker than before. To the extent that I don't even think we're going to need any sort of anything. We're just going to drop on down and fight the Wall of Flesh. Big reason for this is because we could use some power-up items, some better accessories. And speaking of accessories, I think... let's switch those. Because I do believe that will allow us to throw these a little bit faster. If I had more, it'd be better. But the light discs are our best, like, boomerang-style weapon. Which is going to let us basically attack things from a distance. Like the Wall of Flesh. Alright, so... if I remember correctly, we went to the right side to do our basic, like... oh, that's why there's so many enemies here. There's a water candle still. So we went to the right side to fight the Wall of Flesh, so that's where we're going to head. For now, just because it'll be the easiest. And we'll get to a decently open area. We could use better wings. That is something else I considered doing for today's episode, which we might still. We'll see how Skeletron Prime turns out. But yeah, we definitely need some better wings. Let's just kill these guys. Okay. I really get tired of the Red Devils. They are everywhere. and they are decently strong. One, they have a lot of health, and two, they do a lot of damage. Alright, I think let's regen a little bit of health. Ooh, we got a magma stone. That is actually kind of nice. Melee attacks trigger fire. And since we are a melee only character, that is really nice. Alright, let's go ahead and just summon in the Wall of Flesh. And I'm not too worried about this fight, because we do have a lot of damage compared to where we used to. Let's go ahead and kill all these guys. Yeah, I'm not worried about this one bit. Let's just get here. And I wish we had more like this, but the fact that we don't is kind of alright. So, come on. Ow. Go ahead and attack a few more times with our sword. And there we go. Perfect. So, unfortunately, we didn't get what I wanted. We got a Solar Emblem, which is not what I want. However, every time... Ooh, we got a legendary Firecracker. That is also summon. So that was apparently the summon Wall of Flesh. Let's kill this guy. I'm still looking for that, what is it called? Obsidian Rose? But how much money did we get for that? 15 gold. Not too bad. So we could fight the Destroyer again. That is always an option. I could also look for more Crimson Mimics. Or regular Mimics, even. Tax Collector again. I don't know why he doesn't want to spawn up top. I think we have a house for him. But, I think that's how you get him. You just kill the evil dude. But yeah, so I would love to have more light discs, especially before we fight the twins. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We could also, I think, start making armor. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to cut away for a little bit while I work on a couple of things. So one, I want to get the steampunker to sell me things a little bit cheaper. And two, I wouldn't mind having more... I wouldn't mind having more Souls of Night, which, by the way, you get that straight from just whatever enemies are in the area, as long as it's in a Crimson, not from Crimson type enemies. So you can kill whatever you want, it's just a matter of being in the right biome. So with that being said, I am going to be back once I have a little bit of stuff ready, and we can, oh hey, get a depth meter apparently, and we can start working on cool things. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty then, so a few things. One, I've been doing the tax collector, the Tortured Soul, that's what they're called down below in the underworld. I've been doing that wrong. And the steampunker unfortunately likes the desert. So we need to clean up the desert before we can do anything about that, which will make another house for her there. And yeah, the Clementator is going to allow us to basically get rid of the corruption. Also, had another garden gnome spawn. Can we actually put him on the wall? No. Looks like we could. Let's just put him down. Alright, so Other than that, I did go ahead and make an area to fight, a arena, so to speak. It's not completely done, and it's completely not like lined up. The platforms are all the same size, but there are different distances between them and all that kind of fun stuff. But it should do the job. Apologies if it bothers you that, like, you know, I'll move this to be a little bit more in line. But yeah, everything's not, you know, symmetrical or anything. I still need to get a couple more heart lanterns, and I know the number of things I have here are overkill, but why not? We're going to use that platform, the arena, for quite a few fights, but for right now, we're going to do two things, and then we're going to take on Skeletron Prime. There is a good thing about Skeletron Prime. Our Flask of Ichor actually works on him, so that is good to know. But the first thing we're going to try to do is get up here to the sky and locate a couple of things. So, namely, we want to find a wyvern. Those are big snake-like enemies that spawn up here, and they're pretty common. So I expect that we'll find one pretty soon. It's just going to be a matter of killing it. And then we get to go to the jungle, which we're already technically at, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I want to find a wyvern so that we can get good things. So what we might do, let's do this in the other order. This is our way down. We're gonna head into the jungle, and we're gonna try to find a couple of different things. I want to find a moth, and I wish we had a rare enemy locator thing. Oh, great, a solar eclipse. Alright, well, we'll take care of this. So solar eclipses are events like the blood moon that can happen, and we can get a lot of good things from this, but we can also get just a lot of money. However, hey, it's the Brain of Cthulhu in the background. However, this is going to be kind of awful because we don't have summons or anything like that, so we're going to have to fight pretty much everything on our own. But yeah, this should give us a lot of money. I wasn't expecting a solar eclipse to happen. There are a few items we can also get, but I don't think there's too much that we care about. So we're just going to fight things. At this point, I do not believe that Mothron can spawn, which is something that we would like to see, but I don't believe we can do anything with that yet. So it is time to just kind of sword everything to death. For the record, by the way, I did reforge our Excalibur. It is now murderous, which is nice. And yeah, this event is a lot of like classic horror monsters. So we have like Frankenstein, the Swamp Thing. I'm not sure what the little jumping dudes are. The creature from the Black Lagoon, the Possessed, which is I think the Grudge or the Ring. I'm not entirely sure which one. But not really getting anything that we want. Now we could ignore most of this and head back to the jungle. But this is a good way to get money. Is there anything cool spawning, though? No, not really. Okay, we might head back to the jungle. There is a couple things there I'd like to try to collect. Specifically one thing. So, let's just leave, go to the jungle, and head underground. Now, once we're underground, the Solar Eclipse mobs should stop spawning once we're decently underground. So that should not be a problem. And we can look for what I want to find. Unfortunately, the Solar Eclipse is just not something we want to really deal with right now. I need to find a bee or a moth. I think that the normal bees can drop it, but moths are also acceptable. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We just need to find a couple of things. And then we can worry about making new wings. Because that is the whole point of this little adventure. Let's see, anything that we want down here? Not particularly. There is a railway there, so let's take that and light this little path up the granite area, and then it looks like we get out of the jungle, which is unfortunate. I want to be in the jungle, but we'll take this path to its completion just so we can see like where it goes. This is more cave that we can always explore if we need to. But what I am looking for in the jungle is some wings. Let's see. Let's go up this way. Angry Trapper can have some cool things. Mostly we just need to look for jungly things. There is, I believe, a new mob that will spawn since we've defeated a mechanical boss. But more importantly, I believe these guys can drop what I want as well. Doesn't matter which ones we get, just so long as we get one. And what we're looking for is tattered bee-wings or something with moss. I don't remember what it's called. And that will basically enable us to get the things I want. It's another rail line. But this just goes out of the cave, the jungle, which is unfortunate. Alright, so let's get back into the jungle. And we go way too fast for my eyes to process literally anything. And I can't place any... Wow, there's... Oh, I'm out of torches. That's why I can't place any. I was like, what? This path is very long. And hey, a heart crystal. That's actually something I wanted to find. So I unfortunately ran out of, like, most of my... Is this a dead man chest? Looks like it could be. Nope. But hey, there's torches in here. Let's go ahead and restock. Take the gold. Don't care about anything else. I didn't realize I ran out of torches. I'm kind of low on wood at this point. And... let's see. Night Owl Potion. I'll take that. I'll actually just use that. And let's see what we can find. Anything good. It's a statue. Statues are nice, but I don't really care, so I'm just gonna leave it. And back into the jungle we go. So let's kill these guys, unless they kill me. I need to heal. I gotta remember that hard mode... Oh, I was poisoned. Oh no. Hard mode really, really hurts. Which is something I've got to remember. But yeah, let's go ahead and deposit things. Should get rid of most things. And yeah, we're out of wood. So I'll need to chop down more trees. I'll do that later. We're about halfway through the Solar Eclipse, which is kind of cool, but at the same time... Actually, let's just chop down trees now. At the same time, don't really care too much about the Solar Eclipse. I was hoping to get new wings, but I don't think that's going to happen. let's just, I guess, attack these things. And we should be regenerating a lot of health here. Oh hey, we have an Eyezor. This is a unique enemy who also kind of hurts. We need to heal. We need to kill this guy. So the Eyezors can drop a couple of items. Nothing particularly good. So, how do I want to deal with this? Let's keep that there. Let's make sure we store extra stuff. And I guess what we can do... What time is it? It is 1 p.m. Solar Eclipse at this point in the game are not that great to deal with. Just because we don't really have... we're not overpowered enough to, like, just ignore these guys. And then they actually do a lot of damage to us. But eventually we'll be able to tank all of the hits pretty easily. And not have to worry about health. Which is kind of the big thing right now. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to cut here. And I'll come back once the Solar Eclipse is done. I'll show off anything I might get. I don't expect to get too much good stuff. And yeah, from there we're going to take on the Skeletron Prime. So that is the plan. I will be back once the Solar Eclipse is done, and we'll continue on from there. Alright, so that wasn't too bad, but it was also not particularly productive. I'm going to quickly make some more torches. It's really bad that I was like so low on wood. So apart from some banners, we got a stake, which is a food item, as well as a mechanical eye. So we are not going to need anything to summon the twins. But yeah, I got a bunch of banners. I think Fritz, Swamp Thing, Frankenstein, and Creature from the Deep, and 36 gold. So not too bad. And it looks like most of the stuff is not going anywhere. So I guess let's go ahead and deposit everything in there. Alright, so let's put some things away. So we don't need fishing gear. And what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and summon. Let's go ahead and eat again. We're going to summon up the Skeletron Prime and hopefully defeat him. We'll see about that, but let's see. Anything... Oh, man, we really need to get better accessories. So let's see how well this works. So we can buff mechanical, and we have Ichor on our weapon. So this is Skeletron Prime. He has 4 arms now, and he still likes to kind of hang out above us. He hurts really badly if we're not careful. But we're gonna just throw light discs at him and try to hit him as much as we can without getting hit by him. So yeah, obviously Excalibur is a good weapon. You know, I never reforged my light discs. Probably should have done that. We'll definitely need to do that before we take on the twins. Let's go ahead and heal early. So I want to try to take care of some of his arms before too long. So he has 4 different arms. Didn't mean to do that. He has 4 different arms. One that is a grabby claw, one that's a chainsaw, one that is a laser shooter, and one that shoots bombs, like a grenade launcher. So that's all we have to deal with, really. Let's just jump down here. And he likes to try to chainsaw you and shoot you with the lasers. But obviously, you know, the worst thing is just kind of touching the boss. It's usually his most powerful attacks. And we also kind of wanted to destroy the chainsaw. And there we go. So chainsaw is destroyed. The laser and the bomb shooter like to stay away from us. But with the Ichor, we are ruining his defenses, which is nice, because he has a lot of defense. He also has 28,000 hit points, and we've gotten about 10,000 so far, so not bad. Let's just try to tank a little bit, heal up. We destroyed his other arm, so at this point it's just lasers, and I almost teleported again. Lasers in the cannon. Come down here. Can I hit all of your arms, please? Honestly, if we can get rid of the arms, I think he will do the spin attack a lot more often, which would be really nice. So the cannon is almost dead, about 1,000 HP. The laser probably has about 3, and he has 12. So I think we're going to be able to do this. Ichor definitely helps, but that is a Crimson World only thing. Cannot actually get Ichor in a Corruption World, and I thought we destroyed his other arm. There we go. So let's try to... Oh man, that's so close to being dead. Also, hello, Werewolf. It is a full moon tonight, which is not particularly good for us. There we go. All that's left is him. His head, and should be able to deal with this pretty easily. He's got about 4,000 HP. We have plenty of time. I think we've got this. And there we go. Skeletron Prime has been defeated, and we get some Souls of Fright. So, first things first, let's work our way back home. Actually, let's just... Never mind, we're already there. So, first things first, let's talk to the guide, because I want to see what we can make with the Souls of Fright. True Knight's Edge, which we need all the souls for that. We've also used up some of our potions. We need to kind of keep an eye on all of that. I might spend some time making potions between episodes. Let's see. We can also make a flamethrower, a pickaxe axe, which is something we're going to be making once we've defeated all of them. And we need it for the Avenger. Okay, so nothing specific. The only thing that's specifically with Souls of Fright is the flamethrower, which is a ranged weapon we can't use. So nothing there. But what we can do is mob drops. One, that goes in there. We're going to grab our Souls of Might. And we're going to make 1, 2. So stacks of 5. Now we have max light discs. And can we make anything else? Jousting? Jousting lance. I'm going to stick with Excalibur, but we could make our first piece of hollowed armor. So you have Summoner, Magic, Ranged, and the Hollowed Mask, which is melee. Let's go ahead and do it. Can we make any more of the armor? Because I do believe we have a little bit more. No, we only have 7. So you know what? Let's keep that on us. Same with the Hollowed Mask. And we could put our Souls of Might in there. And cool. So now the big question. Quick stack. We do not have enough money quite yet to kind of deal with, you know, getting this guy. 2 platinum and 84 gold. Oh boy. So I guess the last thing we'll do, just real quick, I did buy some purification powder from the Dryad. And there is another gnome. I get a lot of gnomes just because they like to spawn in the living trees. But we're going to drop down to the underworld. We do have a hunter potion. You know, maybe we'll find a mimic or something. That would be really nice. There is also a heart crystal right there that I saw. So I think next time what we need to focus on is getting wings. I would like a better set of wings and kind of improve our accessories. We definitely need new wings before we take on the twins. The twins are basically the Eyes of Cthulhu. There's 2 of them. They're awful. And they're going to make my life very difficult unless we can take care of them easily. And because we're ranged and they're Eyes of Cthulhu, they like to kind of stay away from you. And they really hurt. We might want to kind of prepare a little bit more for them than any of the other guys. So what we're going to probably end up doing is not only getting new wings, because wings would be very useful. We're probably also going to want to get some new accessories, which is going to mean fighting a couple bosses again. We might also want to just go ahead and fight the... hey, come here. We're going to want to fight the Wall of Flesh at least one more time. Try to get the melee weapons. We're going to probably want to go exploring for mimics. Mimics are a plethora of items that we could use. So it's just going to be a matter of probably next episode focusing heavily on getting upgraded and having enough things to take on the twins, because that is our last mechanical boss, and then things get interesting. Then things are going to get a little bit harder again, and we're going to have to deal with a couple more things. I really wish I had a life form detector, which is something the traveling salesman sells. Traveling merchant, whatever his name is. That is something that I would love to have. But yeah, at this point, I think what we need to do is go ahead and call the episode. I'm going to look around just a little bit more, see if I can find a tortured soul. And then, yeah, like I said, next time we will focus on upgrades, wings, all that kind of fun stuff, and hopefully be able to get things going and get closer to finishing this challenge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!